Welcome back to the Malaysian Money Matters show. It's the 19th of August 25.
Good to be here.
Today, we're doing our deep dive into the week's most impactful financial, economic, and political developments.
Yeah, looking across local companies, national policy, even some big international shifts.
Exactly. We want to cut through the noise, find those nuggets of knowledge that matter to you. And, a theme seems to be adaptability, or sometimes the lack of it.
Definitely. Success seems tied to how quickly entities react.
Let's jump right in, starting local with Malaysian company news, 99 Speedmart. Pretty impressive numbers.
Oh yeah, what are we seeing?
A 22% jump in net profit for Q2. They're saying it's driven by opening more outlets and, strong consumer spending.
Okay, 22%, that's substantial.
It is. So is this just them doing well, or is it telling us something bigger about, say, consumer staples here?
Well, I think it reflects some really effective strategies on their part. They've got those initiatives like the 4 items for RM10 series. That shows they're, adapting to what consumers need right now, tapping into that demand. So yes, it points to some underlying strength, at least in certain pockets of the consumer market.
Okay, interesting. Now shifting gears a bit, Genting Plantations.
The palm oil giant.
Right, they're moving into vegetable seeds. RM525 million joint venture with China's Shouguang. That's quite a pivot, isn't it?
It absolutely is,
Yeah.
and probably a very strategic one. It's not just random diversification.
You think it's hedging against the palm oil market, volatility, environmental concerns?
Exactly. It's building resilience. Moving into broader food security, maybe. It could signal a longer-term shift for big agricultural players. Something to watch.
It sets a precedent, perhaps. Now, sometimes growth moves attract scrutiny. PIE Industrial found that out.
The Bursa reprimand.
Yes. Public reprimand, RM150,000 fine for them and 2 directors. The issue: failing to immediately disclose a huge contract, RM2.5 billion.
Oof. That's a big miss on disclosure.
It is, and it brings up that classic tension, right? Transparency versus maybe, potentially, some short-term competitive disadvantage if you announce too soon, though regulators clearly didn't buy that.
Well, yeah, you can see the potential business nuances, maybe, but the market relies on timely, transparent info. That's fundamental for investor confidence.
Prevents insider advantages.
Precisely. This fine really hammers home that message. Fast, full information is paramount.
Okay, let's move to the broader Malaysian economic and political scene. Big news on the Human Resources Development Levy funds.
The RM2 billion unlock.
That's the one. From September 1st, employers can use these funds directly for graduate salaries. That's a first.
That sounds quite significant, potentially.
Right. The idea is boosting local hiring, tackling brain drain, creating those high-skilled jobs. But what about the practical side? Will smaller businesses manage the admin? How fast will we see results?
Good questions. The potential impact is huge. It aligns perfectly with national goals. But yeah, implementation is key. Awareness, process hurdles for SMEs, those are real.
So a good initiative, but watch this space on execution.
Definitely. We need to see how it plays out on the ground. But it's a clear, tangible step.
And still on the economy, some optimism for the ringgit, analysts predicting a rally. Strongest in nearly a year, potentially.
Yeah, seeing those forecasts. It seems tied to expectations around central bank actions, rate cuts, and ongoing fiscal reforms by the government.
Plus foreign money coming in.
Significant foreign inflows into bonds, yes. That helps. Of course, there are always risks like global trade wobbles.
Always.
But the domestic picture, the reforms, seem to be building confidence. That's positive for the currency outlook.
Now, a much more somber note, the investigation into the tragic death of 13-year-old Zara Corina Mahathir.
Yes, very sad case.
The Home Minister revealed the probe found elements of neglect and sexual harassment on top of the initial reports of bullying. Suspects are expected to be charged.
It's incredibly serious, beyond the immediate tragedy and the legal process, which needs to run its course. It really underscores the critical need for accountability. And it makes you question the systemic protections or failures within institutions meant to keep young people safe. It touches on broader issues of governance and public trust.
Absolutely. Let's shift our view internationally now. Indonesia first.
Okay.
A massive U.S. $18 billion graft probe targeting this figure known as the gasoline godfather, an oil merchant, quite reclusive apparently.
$18 billion, that's huge. Fuel import irregularities.
Yes, and they're seeking an Interpol red notice now.
Wow. That's a major test for Indonesia's anti-corruption drive, isn't it? Especially with the new administration. Big implications for Pertamina, the state oil company too.
And maybe for regional investment confidence.
Could be. It signals a push for better governance in key state sectors.
And finally, Japan. Nissan's closing its historic Oppima factory, opened way back in 1961, once a symbol of their manufacturing boom.
Oppima. Yeah, that's really symbolic. End of an era, almost.
It feels like it. What does this tell us about the speed of change now?
It speaks volumes. It highlights the immense struggle traditional automakers, even giants like Nissan, are facing with the shift to electric vehicles.
The pace is just relentless.
Exactly. It shows how fast entire industries can be reshaped, leaving major established players scrambling. A huge transition underway in global auto manufacturing.
So, looking across everything we've discussed, what does this all mean for you listening in?
Well, when you connect the dots, local businesses adapting, national policies trying to shape the workforce, global industries like auto manufacturing in massive flux,
Yeah.
what really stands out is that constant interplay. Micro decisions meeting macro trends, and the sheer speed of disruption now. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? If a huge historic factory like Oppima can close because of a tech shift,
What's next?
right? What's the next big disruption that could reshape your industry, or even just your daily life? Are you positioned for that change?
A provocative thought indeed. That's our deep dive for today. We really hope these insights help you stay well informed.
And for more discussions like this, keeping you up to speed on the key financial and economic news, please do subscribe to the Malaysia Money Matters podcast. Hey there, thanks for tuning in. If you would like a deeper dive into all the investment opportunities from today's news, subscribe to my newsletter at moneymatters.substack.com. I will be sharing a deeper analysis of the key investment opportunities from today's news, including what makes these opportunities stand out and how they fit into the broader market trends. By subscribing to the Malaysia Money Matters newsletter, you will also get exclusive insights on my watch list and portfolio and fundamental reports on Malaysian listed companies.